Okay, let's see some J2EE components. At the bottom here is a Java J2 SDK, right? This is the standard edition. This is the foundation of the entire J2EE component. Then we have a container. You can just consider the container as a what? Is a server. Is a server. Okay, inside this container, we can deploy EJB. EJB is just something like weighted components, weighted server components that is deployed on the server side inside of the container. Okay, JSP. If you have already heard about the J2EE, I think it is possible for you to hear about the JSPs. Actually, JSPs is just a technology that help us to design designs the web pages. Okay, so JSP is also deployed inside of this container. Then the servlet. Servlet is, you can just consider servlet as a light server container, server component. Okay, the servlet just is used to finish those light business process, and EJB is weighted business process, so they are different. Whatever EJBs, JSPs, and the servlets, all these three types of the components are deployed inside of the container. Okay. Now, of course, we need also to talk about the transactions, because the J2EE is used to design the developers' enterprise applications on the server. So if we just talk about the enterprise application, we will always refer what? The database. Okay. When we talk about the database, we will always talk about the transactions. Transactions is very important, which is related to the DBMS, database, right? And then we will have messengers and mail. In enterprise application, you know, those employees or the employee always talk about or just transfer some messages via mail. So mail system is very important in the J2EE components. Okay, and then of course messaging. Okay, you know that in a J2EE enterprise application, maybe those components are loosely coupled. So if they are loosely coupled design, we need to use a message to invoke something or to call some remote method or remote functions. Yeah, okay, so these remote functions or these remote methods are invoked just by the message. So messaging is very important. Here we will just talk about these three types of technologies. Now at the top, there are tools and the blueprints. So we can just contain these tools and the blueprints just provide or expose some interface to outside, allows so developers can use the J2EE components very, very quickly and easily. Okay, so I will just give you 2 minutes to read this slide to understand the J2EE components. Okay, so 2 minutes. Okay, so Java servlets. Servlets are the Java platform technology of a choice for extending and enhancing web servers. Servlets provide a component-based platform-independent method for building web-based applications without the performance limitations of CGI programs. Okay, so actually, you can just consider Java Servlet is a light server component that help us to develop some light components, a light business process component. Okay, they just they are just used to finish some light business process. For example, checks the customer input is a valid string. Okay, so something just like this. We just use the Java servlets to help us. Okay. So servlets can access to the entire family of APIs, including the JDBC API, to access enterprise databases. This sentence is just to tell you that, okay, Java servlets can use all those JDKs, all those APIs, all those functions provided by the Java SDK. You understand? Serverless can also access a library of HTTP-specific calls and receive all the benefits of the mature Java language, including portability, performance, reusability, and crash protection. In other words, the servlets can also use those remote functions, HTTP-specific calls, right? The remote functions. And also because Java serverless is used Java to design, so supportability, performance, reusability, and the crash protection, all these advanced features are also supported by the Java runtime. You understand? Okay, so read this slide and help you to understand what is the Java servlet. Then we will just go into introduce the detail about the Java servlet. Okay, also 2 minutes.